What's up, guys? So I have some advice for you today. And the advice is to focus on the execution of the shot and not so much the outcome. Now, there's not going to be much for you to look at in this particular video, really anything. I may put some still images, I may not. I may just put my logo here and just talk to you guys. This is still my principal way of communicating with everybody out there, is my YouTube page. So I still wanted to post this as a video, even though there's not really anything to show you. It's more of a philosophical discussion and some advice on the mental side of disc golf, the stuff that I've observed over my time playing. So, what do I mean? If you throw the shot perfectly, and somehow it stands up and rolls away after it lands right next to the basket, or maybe you throw a perfect putt through all the trees, uphill, and it hits the chains right in the middle, kicks back out, and doesn't stay in. Maybe it rolls 30 feet down the hill, whatever the case may be. Don't focus on the outcome of the shot, as in, oh man, it rolled away and now I'm 40 feet away. Focus on the fact that you made that putt. And then it was just a bad break, and these things happen. Focus on the fact that you threw that shot perfectly the way you wanted to, all the way down through the tunnel, and just caught a branch at the end of the flight that prevented you from getting towards the basket, and it's just something that happened. Don't let the negativity creep in and prevent you from kind of acquiring the confidence that you earned by throwing that shot correctly how you wanted it to fly. That's the thing you need to focus on. If you do everything right, you throw that shot right on the right angle, you follow through nice and smooth, everything flies perfectly straight down to the basket, but you skip up and hit the underside of the tray, and it stood up and it rolled away 35 feet. That doesn't really matter. You didn't do anything wrong. You did everything right. So all you can do is just move on to that next shot, but you have two options once you get to that next shot. You can now either be in a poor mood and let negativity creep in and just focus on the fact that you had this bad break happen, or you can just know that you did everything right. This is what you're left with. You have no control over the outcome, but just maintain that confidence that, hey, you know what? I threw that shot exactly how I wanted to, and I'm about to throw this putt straight into the heart of the chains. Same thing with putting. If you make a putt and it kind of spits out on you and it doesn't work out the way you wanted to, if you know that you executed it and it was just a bad break, these things happen. You get a spit out now and again, or you catch a nub right at the last second and you're less than an inch away from in the basket. There's not a lot you're going to do about that. You just need to know that you had that confident release, you did everything right, and it just didn't go your way. And that's it. So it's the same as a lot of different things in life, where when you're presented with something that you can't change, the only thing that you can change is your reaction to it. You know, being upset is not going to change the past and make your disc miss that tree branch and go in the basket or be 2 feet away. You have no control over that. The only thing that you can control is your reaction to that bad break. You can either become very negative and just lament the fact that you had this bad thing happen to you, or you can move on and just be happy with the fact that you know that you executed that shot exactly how you wanted to and controlled all the aspects of it that you could control. That's good. You should hold on to that. Focus on that. That's a good thing. That can allow you to be confident, which is huge in the game of golf. We know that with disc golf, compared to regular traditional golf, it's pretty easy and safe to say that disc golf is easier, right? But the thing that's beautiful about it is that it still has all of the mental challenges of golf. It's much more accessible, it's cheaper, it's easier. I feel like it's much more beginner friendly, where trying to hit a ball with a golf club can be extremely tricky, and there's so much nuance to it. And of course, disc golf has all that as well, but I think it's a fair statement to say that disc golf overall is an easier game to learn than traditional golf, but you still have all that beautiful mental game, and that's what really makes this game interesting to me, is learning. I learn about myself when I'm out there on the course. I learn about the way I handle adversity and the way I handle success, in the way that my mind acts and reacts while I'm out there on the course. And I think that's one of the most beautiful aspects of disc golf. So when I'm talking about executing the shot and the outcome of the shot, it goes the other way too, where just because the shot ended up perfect doesn't mean you didn't mess it up. For example, I have an ace. My second ace ever was at Rooster Rock in the woods. I tried to hyzer flip a meteor dead straight up the gut, right at the basket, and I accidentally threw it on a smooth hyzer on the outside, way outside of the line I was looking for, but it floated through all the trees and went straight in the basket. Now, it'd be real easy for me, and of course I was still excited. It was still a great shot, and an ace is always amazing, regardless of how it happens. It's better when you plan it out and it works out exactly the way you planned it. That's definitely more gratifying than if you just kind of goof a shot and it still goes in somehow, which does happen, of course. It's definitely more gratifying to pure the line, throw it exactly how you want, and then end up in the basket, which I've done a couple times. Feels great. But it'd be really easy for me to just get kind of lost in the fact that it went in and everything was great, or you parked the shot or whatever. It doesn't have to be an ace. That doesn't mean you didn't mess up that shot, and it doesn't mean that you don't need to focus on the next shot maybe a little bit harder because you just accidentally yanked it way outside when you were trying to throw it straight down the line. So that's my advice for you guys today. Let me know if you have any questions about any of this stuff. I'll check you all very soon. Cheers.